Hurricane rules the North London derby. Barcelona tears again on the road. And Manchester United prove that they are the comeback kings of the Premier League. Welcome to another episode of Naija Football Talk. My name is Chima. Get ready for a spicy episode. Welcome back to Naija Football Talk. It's been a roller coaster of a weekend. In fact, there are so many things to talk about from football from all across Europe. But we're going to be talking about the main talking points as usual, as we do, and throw in a little bit of banter here and there. With me in the studio, I have Kolade. This time around, he's not the one sitting here. How you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Are you sure you are very okay?
I'm okay.
You are okay. Did you drink enough water before coming to the set today?
Of course.
All right, my man. All right, my man. We also have Bolu on set with us in the studio. You guys know Bolu now, the cool, calm, collected Mr. Chelsea. How you doing here?
Well, it's been a wonderful weekend.
I can tell. You are glowing. In
Life
fact,
is good.
Life is good. All right, so let's go straight into the business of the day. Yeah, we've been seeing how Manchester United have been playing for the past few weeks. In fact, they start out well. They start out in such a fashion that people just write them off, and then all of a sudden they bounce back from nowhere. So they've proven their mettle as the comeback kings of the Premier League. So what do you guys have to say about that, Kolade?
When you look at Manchester United, I think their form has to deal with Bruno Fernandes. If you remember me from the very start, I used to be against this guy. But right now, I have to admit, this guy is a game changer. I mean, he came on from the bench last time they were go down and he created about 7 chances, which is almost the most any player has done this season in a single game in only 45 minutes. So this guy has been phenomenal. His form since he came, but I don't know, it's Manchester United.
Which brings me to something Freezy said in the last episode. Are we saying that Manchester United right now is just Bruno Fernandes and vibes? Because that's what it seems like.
Bruno Fernandes, VAR, and vibes.
I like the fact that you always mention VAR in Manchester United. But for the past 2 or 3 games, they've been, should I say, at least, it's been fair if we put it in that term.
But aside the Bruno Fernandes factor, you have to pay credit to Manchester United, their character, the fact that they go down and they still come back to win. But I don't know.
But I don't think this is a sustainable model for a team that is looking to compete for the top one also.
They will lose next week.
What do you think about it? Do you think the way they are playing right now is sustainable?
That's for me. That's the thing that Ole has done well. He has brought that culture of coming back from adversity. Ferguson was very good at it. That's the only thing I can say.
Bro, we don't like struggle in this life. Who likes struggle?
No, of course it's not sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think that's what a club like Manchester United should be depending on every week to get 3 points. But for now, that's what Ole has done well, and he has Bruno. Luckily for him, he has Bruno to always get him out of trouble. But I think they will still
Fernandes away from
yes, one Bruno Fernandes injury.
We said the same thing about Liverpool when we said they are one Van Dijk injury away from crisis. But Liverpool have been doing so well. Do you think that their case could also just be a matter of, maybe tactical tweaks here and there from Ole, and then, they do better than just having to depend on Bruno Fernandes?
I think yes, because when you look at a player like Donny van de Beek, there's still a lot to come from.
Yes, exactly.
He has not played as much as Manchester United.
Exactly.
Last week.
Yeah, so I think Ole should be doing a lot. When you look at Paul Pogba as well, he has not played.
And his beautiful goal over the weekend, bro, that goal was good.
Paul Pogba now, 30 games off, 1 game on. He has given us his promo goal.
Of which that game he was playing nonsense. He had lost the ball several times, but he scored the goal.
Yeah. We know Pogba now, that's his usual until February or March before it's called.
All right, so let's move over to Chelsea. You guys are like, the hottest property in the Premier League this season. Right, at least we can see that the money people spent is finally showing face. Yeah. Unlike before when, some teams will spend money and we don't know what they are using them. Pepe.
Or some are paying installmentally
for the next 2 years. But at the same time, the results of your investments are showing right now. And it seems like a blessing in disguise from when you guys were transfer banned. And right now, every Chelsea fan is happy and going. So what do you have to say about your season so far, generally?
It's been what I expected personally from us so far. It's been, we've shown the defensive solidity. Even when Leeds scored first, we came back. We showed the belief was there that we could come back, and we did do it, and we scored the late goal to seal the win. It was a good performance all around. Hakim Ziyech got injured. Timo Werner moved over to his position on the right. Pulisic came onto the left. It was you wouldn't imagine that.
Bro, that blew my mind, man. That blew my mind. Like, I can't imagine having a team where I have so many options. As a Barcelona fan currently, if you know how much this hurts me,
bro. Why are you waxing it? You spent 250.
But they spent well. You know, you can spend. You people broke. Exactly, my G. You bought Pepe for 70 million. You gave Willian a 3-year deal, man. But okay, you gave Willian a 3-year deal, man. And at the same time, it's not a move that was properly advised in terms of footballing quality. But Chelsea have spent this amount of money and gotten that quality.
Exactly.
So you have to cut them some slack, my G. Eventually, you will. All right.
It will be hard for him to admit he's a few points away from relegation.
You know, he always says that Lampard is a bad cook. Lampard is a bad cook.
Lampard remains a bad cook. I will always say it.
Let me mention something. You were asking me last week why we couldn't beat Tottenham, why we couldn't get past Tottenham's defense, but your defense could even withhold Harry Kane and Son.
All right. So since you are talking about Tottenham now, let us. In fact, I think I need to, adjust my seat because this is about to be. See, I'm a shameless person, Colade, and I'm going to show you today. First of all, let me give you the floor to defend yourself. What happened against Tottenham?
There's nothing to defend now. We're crap in that game. I don't know. Like from the very onset, when I saw Willian in that lineup.
There's no better player in your squad if he's not Willian.
Anybody is better than Willian right now.
Who is better currently than Willian? Reece Nelson is better than Colade. You are opening your mouth to say that Reece Nelson is better than Willian.
I will do a better job than Willian.
In Jesus Christ, in 2020.
This guy is a fraud. He's worse than a Yahoo boy. Bro.
That means you are also ready to admit to the fact, that Mikel Arteta is making a mistake by even choosing to have Willian in the team, which also means thank you that Mikel Arteta is a bad coach.
He remains a very good coach.
Really,
for him to not realize that Willian is better than Willian.
If you say Frank Lampard, who has Pulisic, Chelsea, Werner, everybody as options and is using them correctly, is a bad cook. Why will you now say Mikel Arteta is a good cook when he has Willian?
Mikel Arteta did not have 250 million. We had to buy Willian on a free transfer because. Now leave you with this. The last time Mikel Arteta and Lampard met in a final, we all know who came out on top.
Okay, let's talk about how Harry Kane and Son are literally tearing up the Premier League. Right about now, they are tearing out. First, they started with Arsenal's defense, but literally right now they are the duo with the most goal contributions, most goal combinations rather in the Premier League behind Chelsea's Drogba and Lampard. So, what do we have to say about that? Starting from how they destroyed your team, my bro. Let's give you a break so that I can calm down.
First of all, I remember Colade asking me last week why we didn't beat Tottenham, and I'm wondering how you allowed Kane and Son to still destroy your defense. We all know that once Harry Kane gets the ball on the half turn, it's an assist for Son. Bellerin went to, I don't even know, I can't say what happened to Bellerin. This is a
the sad thing about that game is
like schoolboy. You didn't cover the space. You know what Son wants to do. You know what Thomas Partey couldn't even stop Kane's turn and pass. Like we know that once Harry Kane gets on the half turn, he's dropping a pass for Son. And this is basic football. Arsenal couldn't stop it. The second goal, Thomas Partey was Thomas Partey was going off injured. There was a counter attack.
Bro, answer the question they asked you, Harry Kane and Son. That's what you've been talking about.
I'm analyzing how.
Answer the question.
Did they play against Real Madrid's defense? They played against Arsenal's defense.
He's using Arsenal as a case study because
that's the most recent game. The game before that, they blanked against Chelsea's defense. They played the wonderful game against Arsenal's defense, which is what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So it's a valid case study, my G.
They sliced your defense. Your right channel to be precise.
Okay. Let's look at it from this way. Yeah. Do you think that they have the potential to actually outdo Drogba and Lampard this season?
Yes, they will.
Okay.
They're not 5 goals behind.
5 goals behind. All right, cool. All right, so it's been a very wonderful segment. When we come back from this short break, we'll be looking at other leagues across Europe.
Arsenal have just too many problems. I don't even know where to start with them. Confirmed Banter FC. Like, the problem is it just keeps going from bad to worse with them. Absolutely no creativity in the team. They struggle to create chances. Defensively, they're not even all that. They give away chances to the opposition. Anytime you play Arsenal, you always know you're in the game, and it's so easy to defend against them. Aubameyang has been so poor this season as Arsenal have lacked the cutting edge in the final third. I saw this crazy stat that they've created the least chances in the Premier League this season. Bruno Fernandes has been involved in more goals in the Premier League than the whole Arsenal squad combined. It's just shambles at the moment. They've moved from a top 6 club to a mid-table club to a club passing out to relegation. Couldn't get much worse for them. I'm enjoying every single moment of it. And at this point, Arsenal fans still find a way to talk about how they beat us, despite being literally pretty much 9 points behind us. If we win our game in hand, I've already been seeing fans turning on Arteta, calling for his head, calling for him to be sacked. I think that's a bit of an overreaction, but at this point, this has probably been the worst start Arsenal team has ever had, and the worst Arsenal side probably ever. I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Welcome back to Naija Football Talk. My name is Chima, and I have Kolade and Bolu with me on the show. So we're going over to other leagues in Europe, but we're going to focus more on Barcelona. You know, it was a horrible weekend for me and for my fellow Qlers. But let me bring it to the studio and see what the guys have to say. Guys, what do you think in general? First, let me first beg you, don't rip into me yet. Let's talk about the performance in general. What did you think about Barcelona's performance? I, for one, think we actually played a good game for like the second time under Koeman. So what do you guys think about it?
You lost to Cadiz.
Oh my Jesus Christ! You people cannot even give me a break. Come on.
You lost to Cadiz. There's no. What else can we say? But they beat Real Madrid as well.
They did.
That's the only solace you have.
That's nothing to. You don't have
Here we go.
You lost to Cadiz.
Bro, see, they beat Real Madrid too, and you know Real Madrid are the record La Liga holders, record UCL holders. By the time Real Madrid were getting their 17th La Liga, Cadiz was nowhere to be found. So let's drop that one first. I asked you a question. What did you think about the performance?
Well, the performance was a very.
Let's go there first.
I keep on looking at this Barcelona side. Silly mistakes keep on coming.
Yeah.
When you look at that second goal, I mean, when I played ball in secondary school, these are mistakes that your coach will literally flog you for doing. Look at that second goal. What was that? That was a shambles, like in defense. And this is the second time Ter Stegen is being involved in a very ridiculous mistake. The last time I was
Atletico Madrid,
he gifted them a goal, so you can't keep on.
That was a nice Instagram picture.
You can't keep on making silly mistakes if you want to win titles. And we used to say, oh, Barca, they win the small teams, but now losing to Cadiz.
Man, it was actually a very, very bad loss. And I think personally that Koeman needs to really understand what it means to make actual substitutions. I think that's where he falters a lot, because a lot of his substitutions is almost like the guy, somebody just taps him on the bench and like, bro, I beg, quick question, come on this person. Does
he have the squad to be able to?
Come on, with the people we have, we can actually put up a challenge. In La Liga, come on, we can actually put up a challenge. Although this season is actually turning up.
Valverde, but Valverde did something with this.
Yeah, you get. Yeah. So you still believe that La Liga is a 2-horse race, even though we are doing well this season?
It's beginning to not look like a 2-horse race.
Atletico's title to lose.
Yeah, I believe so too.
But my biggest take from the match is that Messi will be gone from Barca in the summer. It looked like he was tired, like he was frustrated about this whole thing.
And about Messi, if you remember what Neymar said about him wanting to play with Messi, do you think it's a possibility that Messi can join PSG or Neymar can come back to Barcelona?
It's a very big possibility he can join PSG. The idea of Neymar going to Barca is zero because of financial reasons, and many Barcelona and presidential candidates have spoken on the matter that it makes no sense. And when you consider that Barca's acting president said the club should have sold Messi in the summer, I think it will go.
Alright, so let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Neymar and Messi could actually play again in the future for the same club? It's a very big question that a lot of us have theories about. So let us know your comments in the comment section below. When we come back from this short break, we'll be going straight into the preview of the games for next week.
Alright guys, we are back away from all the Arsenal talk. Let's move on to better things. Now we are going to the Champions League games and games to expect from this weekend's action. First off, we start from the Champions League where Manchester United face a tricky last game. This segment is brought to you by Top Bets as always. So Bolu, we have a very tricky situation here for Manchester United. They are on 9 points with Leipzig and PSG. Now, one of those teams will go to the Europa League, and it's a very crazy one. Leipzig played a 3-3 draw with Bayern at the weekend. So who do you see coming out from that group, your top two teams?
PSG will definitely win their group.
They play Barca.
And for the Manchester United Leipzig game, I would love for United to go back to the Europa League. But I don't, the fact that it's an away game, they're the kings of away games. So yeah, they might just nick it.
So you're saying memory serves me right, they have the best away record in 2020 in Europe. So I think it's going to be very tricky to predict who's going to win that game. It may just be Leipzig,
and Manchester United
strong leaning currently towards it being Man U. So
okay, away from Manchester United, Real Madrid find themselves in the same situation. They've qualified for the knockout stages for the past 24 seasons, but now they could be out. So when you look at their game against Mönchengladbach, must win affair, what do you see from them?
Me, I'm a Barcelona fan. I'm going to be a Barcelona fan on this segment, bro. Real Madrid, they must go to Europa. I don't care how Mönchengladbach wants to do it. They want to bribe the referee before the match, let them do it.
So you see Mönchengladbach winning
They are winning it. That's what I would say.
So Mönchengladbach win, Inter win, and Real Madrid go to the Europa League. Sergio Ramos on Thursday night.
Bro, it's going to be sweet.
And the Nazar on Thursday night.
Hazard is used to it actually.
He's not used to it, he has been there.
But that's where he came from.
Why are you ouching? Arsenal are there right now. Why are you ouching?
He came from Liga to the Premier League, and you know.
Take out, bro. Take out, bro. That was.
You understand?
I don't get.
Take out, bro. Just take
why he's ouching.
Just take out.
I really don't understand why he's ouching.
Bro. That was. I felt that, bro.
In the Champions League?
I felt that, bro. So moving on to Saturday's games, we have another big game involving Manchester United. It's the big one, the Manchester Derby. Manchester United take on Manchester City. Ole takes on Pep Guardiola. Ole has beaten Pep Guardiola 3 times last season. What do you expect in this game? Same scenario?
No, different scenario.
Okay.
City are stronger defensively. I don't see Man U getting all the maximum points they need this week against Leipzig and Manchester United. They would want to. Okay, Bruno was rested during the weekend and played only for 5 minutes. If he starts against Leipzig, he won't have the same energy to go for 90 minutes.
True, where City can afford to rest their players.
Of course, they've already qualified in their group, so City would. In fact, Guardiola played all his players 90 minutes over the weekend so that he can play another set.
First time in his
managerial career.
Premier League career.
In his managerial career, whole managerial career.
Wow.
So he's going to rest another set of players, another 11 for the Champions League. So for the day,
so straight to the point. Man U, Man City. What's your scoreline?
Manchester City 3, Man U 1.
Bruno Fernandes to score from penalty.
Penalty as usual, yeah.
What's your prediction?
I see a draw. I don't know why. He's giving me draw vibes because even though Man City is good, but I don't think what I settled enough to handle Man U.
What I see from that game is I see both sides scoring. I see a lot of goals in that game for some reason, and I don't know. maybe we'll see 3 goals. But I don't know who will score 3, but we'll see 3 goals. So we have another big game, but Chima, I won't ask you because of your bias. Bolu, I'll come to you. Real Madrid take on Atletico Madrid in the Madrid derby. Very big game. Of course, we know Atletico are top of the league and they're in a different zone from Real Madrid right now based on form. But we all know that form goes out of win when it comes to derbies. Yeah, Real Madrid won Sevilla last weekend. So, what do you expect from this game?
Like you said, form goes out the window in this sort of games,
Yeah.
and it's finally poised between both teams because Madrid know that if Atletico win, they've already beat Barcelona. They have a free pass to the title, at least for the first half of the season.
Yeah, sure.
So it will be a very, very dicey game. It's a very, very, very tactical game. If it doesn't end in a draw, I think Madrid will nick a tight win.
I think for me it depends on that early goal, and I feel whoever scores first has a good run, especially if Atletico score that long goal. They've been winning. They've had a lot of 1-0 wins this season. If they score early, I think they could.
And pertinently, Joao Felix is on.
Yeah, but let's just give Chima that floor. Let's forget his bias. What do you think about this game?
I actually feel Real Madrid will pipe Atletico.
Pipe?
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm saying pipe because when it comes to the Madrid derby, I think they even take it much more seriously than their Clásico.
Yeah.
Over the years, I think Real Madrid take the Madrid derby much more seriously than their Clásico. Well, they are biggest rivals and all of that, but they always want to establish
special atmosphere. Yes,
and Atletico is the strongest other Madrid side, and they are really coming for their crown. So that crown, they don't want to lose it. So I think
Bolu says Real Madrid will win.
So maybe a 2-0 win for us.
You see Real Madrid will win, but me, I see Atletico winning, and I see Joao Felix, writing the headlines right there. All right, guys, we're done for this segment, and we'll be taking a short break now. Stay tuned for more action when we return.
Welcome back to Naija Football Talk. So, over the weekend, there was a controversy surrounding UEFA's all-time team of the decade, century, whatever. And a lot of people claim that Thierry Henry should not have been the striker UEFA chose. So, we're going to give the floor to these two very angry gentlemen to give us their perspectives on that. Over to you guys.
Henry should not be in this list. If Henry should not be there, then who are the qualified candidates over Henry? Okay,
what's Henry's greatest UEFA achievements?
He won the UEFA Champions League.
How many times?
He won it once with Barcelona.
What was his impact on that particular season that he won it?
It was part of their front three.
If memory serves me right, his biggest Champions League achievements are that triumph with Barca and getting to the final with Arsenal, which he lost. So if Henry is in the squad and we have someone like Karim Benzema who won it 3 times, who won it 4 times in 5 years,
4 times.
And we have Ronaldo in that same attack, and less than just 4 of Ronaldo's 5 Champions Leagues were won with Benzema by his side. So why should we now put Henry, who won just 1? And we have Benzema, who is a legendary Champions League, who was already a Champions League legend before he even went to Madrid. He was already
Benzema in his room has a picture of Henry. He looks up to Henry.
That's not the point.
He looks up to wait. Since Ronaldo left Real Madrid, how many Champions League does Benzema have to his name? Can you mention?
That doesn't matter.
Can you mention how many he has?
That doesn't matter.
The answer is 0. Ronaldo won the Champions League for Real Madrid, not the other way around.
But Benzema was the striker with him.
Thierry Henry has the highest UEFA Team of the Year appearances for any striker. That's something. The fact that UEFA acknowledges this guy without winning, it shows his impact. He ran solo for Arsenal. He scored our only goal in the semi-final against Real Madrid. We were the first English side to beat Real Madrid at Bernabeu. He also became the first English side to beat Inter Milan at San Siro. Tell me who scored in those victories. Henry.
How about Samuel Eto'o, who won?
Samuel Eto'o played for Barcelona. When you have the likes of Xavi and Iniesta playing,
same team with him.
Yes,
so
and he won it.
How is that much?
And he won it. Henry carried Arsenal on his back. This guy he
carried Arsenal to how many quarter-final places? Arsenal don't have any pedigree in Champions League, so don't even mention Arsenal. What did he do? Arsenal?
He got to the final.
They did nothing. They did next to nothing. They did less than what Nottingham Forest have done in the Champions League.
But yet, Drogba with his Champions League title is not even in the top 10.
But
it was not even in the top 10 candidates.
He has the same number of titles as Henry.
But he was not in the top 10. That tells you that his goals were just, you know.
All right, so thank you so much. If you have any contrary opinions, make sure you comment below. Do you think Henry deserves the spot he was given by UEFA in the UEFA team of the decade, of the century, of all time? If you don't, let us know who should be replacing Thierry Henry. Unfortunately, that's all we can take on today's episode of Naija Football Talk. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Naija Footy Talk and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can keep getting notifications for our new updates. Also, make sure you click on the notification icon so that you can be able to follow us. Please drop your comments, drop your suggestions, drop your likes, and keep telling us what you think about our videos to help you make them better. Until we come your way next time with another episode of Naija Footy Talk, stay jiggy.